After the wild and magical night of the Spirit Fest, I started to realize something important. Spirits are just like people. There are good ones and not so good ones. Luckily, I had the good ones by my side. Grandpa was a bit worried though. He told me to stay inside because a big storm was coming. Not just rain, but thunder, lightning, wind, the whole thing. I had never experienced something like that before, so I listened. And wow, it was scary. The wind howled like angry wolves, and the thunder roared like it wanted to shake the whole sky. I stayed huddled inside, holding a blanket close. But the next morning, everything was quiet. Too quiet. The storm had passed, but it left a huge behind. Trees were bent or broken, plants were flattened, and water was everywhere. Our farm and the whole village looked like a muddy swamp. I wanted to help right away, and Mia did too. She used her magic to bring the crops back to life. Her spells worked fast, and it felt like everything was going to be okay again. But something else was growing too. Something we didn't notice. That night, just when things seemed peaceful, Grandpa and I were having dinner. Suddenly, we heard people screaming outside. When I ran out with Mia, we heard this weird buzzing sound, loud like 1,000 bees. That's when I saw them. Mosquitoes! But not just any mosquitoes. These were huge, as big as birds. Grandpa came out running with his mosquito bat. We also got shocked to see those huge monstrous mosquitoes. They were chasing people, biting, buzzing, and causing total chaos. Mia and I froze. Grandpa told me to stay inside, and then I couldn't believe it. He grabbed his shovel and ran out to fight them. But there were too many. Mia looked really upset. She told me it might have been her fault, that her magic not only helped the crops grow, but also accidentally helped these giant mosquitoes grow too. I told her it was okay. She didn't do it on purpose, but the real problem was how to stop them. There were just too many, and Mia's magic alone wasn't enough. We need an army to fight them. Did you say an army? It was Kia. He stepped forward, looking way too calm for someone surrounded by monster mosquitoes. Then he smiled and said, "Okay, let me call my friends." He raised his hands and shot magic into the sky. Suddenly, the night sky turned black, not from clouds, but from bats. Hundreds, maybe thousands of bats came swooping down like warriors from the shadows. And just like that, they attacked. The bats flew straight at the mosquitoes. They were fierce, fast, and honestly a little terrifying. But they were on our side. The sky was filled with screeches and buzzes and flapping wings. They bit and clawed and chased every last mosquito out of the village. And then, silence! The mosquitoes were gone. Everyone in the village cheered. Grandpa looked so proud, holding his muddy shovel. Mia and I couldn't stop smiling. And we both turned to Kia to thank him. But instead, he laughed and said, "I should be thanking you. My friends and I hate mosquitoes. That was actually kind of fun to kick them off." We all burst out laughing. Even when something goes terribly wrong, there's always a way to fix it. Especially when you've got brave friends. Hi friends, hope you enjoyed this story. Do you like to see more stories like this? Then you should do these things like share, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to switch on the bell button. Bye, my dear friends. See you soon!